Good evening, everyone. Bill Anderson here, and we are getting back into our Around Mijas live streams, which will be running every Thursday evening. This is our first one after the summer. Um, what I need to say first of all, though, is that we're hearing news that Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth is not very well, and the family have been called for to Balmoral. Um, it doesn't really matter at this point whether you feel yourself to be a royalist or not. Queen Elizabeth has been with us all for probably most, if not all, of our lives. And at the end of the day, she's a mother, she's a grandmother, she's a great grandmother, and our thoughts have to be with the family at this time. We're all, I think, waiting for some news, but we don't really know what is happening right at the moment. But our thoughts do go to the royal family at this point. It must be a very difficult time for them. Um, this is our first evening back. So I thought we would do a little sort of get together with our presenters. And we do have a new presenter going to be joining us on the Around Mijas live streams, and we'll be introducing her in just a little bit. That's a clue. But first of all, we've got Anne.
Yeah, hi.
Come on, Anne. Stop sorting your sandwiches out there.
No, I wasn't. I was turning the fan around. Thank you. Yeah. Hi. You want me to introduce myself, or you've already done it?
I don't think you need any introduction. What is it they say, Anne? That the people who need least introduction always get the most.
Right. Okay. Well, you carry on then.
Daniela is also with us. Welcome back, Daniela.
Good evening.
I want to know what you're feeding this little boy of yours, because I saw a photo of him on his 7-month anniversary, and he looks like a little man already.
Yeah, he is. It's quite amazing how fast I grow. Everyone was saying that before, but it's like every morning I'm surprised myself. And he weighs like nearly 10 kilos already, and eats his baby food also now, plus the milk, and is growing really fast.
And it was lovely to see you again. And Mario, welcome back, Mario.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Nice.
You're the only one,
nice
Mario.
To be back.
You're the only one that's been working all through the summer with us, Mario, and keeping us up to date on the council meetings.
Yes, don't forget that today is a bank holiday in Mijas. It is Virgen de la Peña Day, and there will be a procession starting at 9 p.m. tonight.
So you're spending your evening with virgins in Mijas Pueblo.
He might be a bit lonely.
Sorry, Mario, but I couldn't resist that one. But I know you are heading up to Mijas Pueblo this evening for part of the feria, and they do a lot with the sort of movement around of the statue of the Virgin in Mijas Pueblo, don't they?
Correct, for about 3.5 hours tonight.
Oh, right. We don't want to make light of the news that I gave right at the beginning, but we are just getting set up again. And what kind of things are on your radar for the next round up until Christmas? What kind of things do you think are going to be coming up?
They keep saying Brexit is done and dusted. It certainly isn't, as you know. There's still lots of issues that we need to sort out. Driving licenses being one, and I don't think there'll be much of an announcement, a positive announcement possibly, that the agreement has been sorted until maybe they can start driving in October. I really don't think it'll be much sooner than that. Certainly won't be September. A pertinent reminder to anybody who has the old paper £20 and £50 notes, they are being withdrawn from circulation at the end of this month. So you need to cash them in. Otherwise, they won't be valid. In fact, I saw of a man who had inherited a property, and behind the sink, he's doing it up. Behind the sink, had found a bag of the equivalent of approximately 50,000 euros that he took to the bank because they were in pesetas, but he couldn't do anything with them. How annoying might that be?
Is it that they're replacing them with these new plastic notes, or
Yeah,
it
the
can't be
polymer
both, right?
notes. That is correct. So if anybody's got any, you need to cash them in before the end of September. Yeah.
I had
Right.
Then of course there's.
I had no idea. Jesse and I, we went to Gibraltar one day, and I said, "Hey, I invite you for lunch," because I still had some pounds, old pounds, and it was quite embarrassing because they didn't take that old money anymore.
No, a lot of the places are not already. They're not. They say you can cash them in the UK at post offices if you're making a direct transfer into your bank account. I don't know how that
But
works.
I had like really old notes, like from my grandfather still. Like,
right. Well,
so
frame them. Probably
That's
about all
not a problem. That's not a problem for you, Mario, is it? You just store everything in gold and silver.
Well, in fact, as Sam was saying, it is more than 20 years that we joined the euro. So whoever has found now those pesetas, about 9 million pesetas, 50-something thousand euros, can only keep them forever, can only
Right.
sell them an old-fashioned banknote, but it is not valid anymore. Our central bank, which is called Bank of Spain, will not accept them for anything.
Right.
No,
So it is just a nice thing to pass to the next generations.
Yeah, I think Vicky has a story of a grandfather, a great grandfather that had a sort of safe under the floor in his house with old pre-Civil War notes in it, and I think it was quite a lot of money was worth. When everything changed, he couldn't do anything with them.
That is, yeah. Well, so I'm giving a warning if anybody has. Obviously, we need to still keep on the case with the voting and the padron. Disabled parking, that the Brits that come here as holidaymakers need to be aware that their blue badge is no longer valid here. There were a couple of fines placed on cars in Fuengirola, which, to be truthful, I think is a little bit unkind because it's fairly obvious they were disabled. They could have just left a note or waited to say, you shouldn't do it, but they got a parking ticket anyway. Apart from that, the UK bank accounts that are closing by the end of the year, if not the end of September, for non-resident Brits. Not all of them, but some of the major ones. Certainly the Lloyds and Barclays. So people need to remove their money because they won't be able to have access to pensions, investments, their ISAs if they've got anything, mortgages that might be paid from it, and insurances. So they, all we can do is warn in advance, basically. But it's just a case of keep updating and updating and updating, Bill.
Yeah, we will be. You will be joining us on your own in a couple of weeks, and we'll talk in depth about some of these things. Daniela, do you have any sort of things that you think are going to be coming up for talking about community over the next few months?
Well, as I have a good overview on Facebook, what's happening, what the people are talking about and or discussing, we will talk about any community issues, which will be probably again also security, anything related with improvements for our community, what we can do ourselves to improve things. Animals, of course, always. We will talk about animals and animal rescues and what else? We will have one day we will have a Calahonda special that I know because they're just doing a new website and I think there's a bit of lack of knowledge still. What is Sitio de Calahonda? Why doesn't Lidl belong to Sitio de Calahonda? Why is the security only going to certain areas? And that has to be explained, for example. And also what a big thing is in my Facebook group, for example, in Calahonda, that people are not aware really. What is the EUC office responsible for? What's the town hall responsible for? And we're going to explain that a bit again. And and then we see if there's any interesting events coming up, maybe, or what the community is talking about.
And I think the issue about the EUC, I think most people probably don't know what even it is. And you have been elevated to the board, Daniela.
Yes.
So you can tell us all of their secrets.
I shouldn't. If I want to stay in the board, I shouldn't, maybe. No, there are no secrets.
But I think it would be interesting for people who live in this area to understand what the EUC is and what the role of it is, and as you say, what its role is, what the council's role is, what the individual communities' roles are. Okay.
Yeah, so we have in Calahonda, to give a brief explanation, it's a community and like a AGM for a community meeting. There's a director's board for the EUC Sitio de Calahonda. So I'm part of that also now, and then we have a monthly meeting and discuss things that have to be done, discuss with the town hall how they have to improve things here, please, like street lights or roadworks, and complaints about the rubbish collection. There was a lot recently because the company changed. Yeah. And I mean, the thing is, I mean, properties, it's my job, and they're selling all the time, and it's really, really busy. This year, so many properties were sold. So we've got constantly new owners and new people in the area. So we will pick up on things also like recycling. And because, the new people, they don't know straight away how everything works. So we will...
Yeah, and although your focus is mainly on Calahonda, Sitio de Calahonda, some of the things that we'll talk about regarding Calahonda will be equally relevant to every other part of Mijas as well.
Yeah, of course. That was just one show we're going to have, because I think a lot of people want that, to have an explanation, especially about the Calahonda situation, but anything else is Mijas related, like always.
Yeah.
Daniela, what does EUC stand for? Sorry to interrupt, Bill. What does EUC stand for?
We will give the full explanation, and once the website is finished, and because that's one of the issues as well, that the website is like very old and no one understands anything, and we will lift all these secrets then.
I mean, I understand what you do. I just didn't understand what the letters were for.
Mario, could you tell us that?
I can help in that. It is Entidad Urbanística de Colaboración. In fact, it has two CCs. It is Conservación and Colaboración. It is like a community of owners, but a little bit upgraded, because in theory it is designed, that is the tool designed by law for a cooperation with the town hall. So to give you a sample, if they have to paint the lines in the road, there is a kind of cooperation with the town hall. That has never happened. So in fact, the community of Calahonda is called EUC, but it has made no difference, rather than making the name a little bit longer. The problem at the end is that people understand that the community is only a bridge between the developer and the town hall. And if the roads are now public and everybody can go through, there is no reason why those roads should be paid with private money. If anyone can go through, it should be paid with public money. It is as simple as that. The same way that it was achieved with the electricity, well, with the street lighting in general in 2014, 2015, the cleaning and the asphalt should also be done. There is no reason to keep that old system from the past, mainly now when there is money for many things.
Yeah. Same as my urbanisation, Ceros del Águila, private roads for public use. Makes absolutely no sense. That's a contradiction as far as I understand.
Same as all the urbanizations in Mijas. You have urbanizations near Fuengirola in what they call Las Lagunas area, which is Sierrezuela, El Coto, Campo Mijas. The town hall did take over Lagarejo because that was a special community, not because I was living there many years, but mainly because this is the way it was designed originally. But all the other urbanizations between Fuengirola and Marbella, all along the coast, being the biggest Calahonda, but also Riviera del Sol, or Mijas Golf, or La Cala Hills, they all should end in the same way, because if they are public roads, they should become maintained by the public authorities. And it is simply a matter of time, and we are trying that time is not as long as Prince Charles has been waiting for become a king.
Yeah. So, Mario, you are going to continue to join us on the last Thursday of the month, hopefully after the council meeting for that month, and fill us in
Correct.
Yeah. So, are you going to have
Yes.
lots to tell us, do you think?
You can count with me, and I will explain next time why the town hall has bought 2 pool tables for 15,000 euros, or how 15,000 euros plus VAT of our money have ended in the hands of 2 nice ladies who have organized a paddle competition for the Real Madrid football team.
Okay.
Perhaps the Real Madrid didn't have enough money and we had to help them with 15,000 euros. That's possible. Who knows? I can give you all details next time.
Mario, thank you. Listen, I did say that we were going to have our fourth presenter. Alan Boardman some time ago had to withdraw because of other commitments, but we have a new presenter who's going to be joining us, and I think we should first of all just have a little bit of.
Very good.
And our new presenter is going to be Lisa Burgess. Lisa, welcome.
Hello, and well, thank you so much for having me on. It's such a great opportunity and a pleasure.
You're well known around this area, Lisa. You had this lovely restaurant in Las Mimosas area,
Yeah,
and you've been around for quite a while, haven't you?
I'm not as famous as Anne by any means.
Listen, nobody is as famous as Anne.
No.
Oh, get real, please.
Anne's more famous than John Lennon.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I did. Yes, I had a restaurant called Joffrey's in Mijas. Previous to that, I was on TV in Ireland for nearly a decade.
Yeah.
And then I fought a big public battle with breast cancer, which I have hopefully touched wood. It's all in remission.
Yeah.
And now I'm starting a new chapter in my life.
Yeah, and I think this new chapter in your life, Lisa, is going to join in very nicely with some of the things we try to do here. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, so basically, I actually got a call out of the blue from Channel 4 last week. They keep coming back to film and catch up with me. And I had already started creating my own studio in my own home. I have a forum called Costa del Sol Chatter, which I haven't, to be honest, done much with up until now, but I'm going to use that I'm going to have my own news channel where I'll have my own interviews and podcasts, which having technical issues, I used to that. And I'll be interviewing very interesting people all along the coast, some famous, some not so famous, some ordinary people as well. Who will give us a unique perspective. So I will start with an issue of the week, discuss it with them, and then give my highly controversial opinion.
Right. But what hopefully you're going to be able to do is to bring some of these things, maybe like a selection once a month. Yes. With us, and just talk about what kind of issues are going on around the coast. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, it will be fairly broad range. I wouldn't be as specialist as somebody like Anne, but it will be sex, politics, education, health, anything that I think is something worth talking about. Yeah. Although once a week, I'll start off once a week. And my first interview to be shown by Channel 4 is with our very own Bill Anderson. I can already see that the rest of you are going to be roped in as well.
So, but I was just interested, is this the order that things are going to happen in: sex, politics, health?
Well, I don't think people talk about sex enough anyway, so.
Oh, we've lost you. Oh no, you're back. This is the first time I've tried running. Lisa's joined me in this little studio that we've got here, and it's the first time I've tried running 2 cameras. So it's not too bad, but it could be better.
No, well, we live and learn. Yeah.
So, Lisa, welcome.
Thank you.
I'm very much looking forward to having you join us on the Around Mijas live streams. And I think, folks who are listening in, I think we've got a great range of people with a great range of knowledge, both locally and on a much wider scale. So I really am very enthusiastic that we're going to have some interesting live streams over the next weeks, heading down towards Christmas.
Yeah, I hope so.
So the C word.
What did you say, Anne?
I said, oh, the C word.
Well, it makes a change from the B word, Anne.
It does, yes, it does.
You mean cat?
So just once again, Lisa, welcome to the Madhouse.
Thank you.
And I think we're going to have some fun as well. And I'm really looking forward to this sort of new twist and new addition to what we're going to be doing in the Around Mijas live streams. Any of you like to sort of give a little going away pearl of wisdom or gift or?
No, but I'd like to remind you that for the first time in 3 years, I organise a summer fete in my organisation, Cerros del Águila, in the community grounds. And for the first time in 3 years, given COVID, it's the 13th fete on the 17th of September, starting at 7 p.m.
Okay.
There's paella, sangria, and live entertainment. It's obviously your non-owners there, so it would be €7 per person.
Yeah. Well, the date again, Anne, was the
Saturday, the 17th of September at 7 p.m.
Right.
Everybody welcome.
Thank you. Anyone else like to just throw in?
I do a raffle as well for charity.
You're in a raffle as well. I'm sure that if you're involved in it, Anne, it's going to be nicely put together.
I hope so.
Okay. Well, thank you, everyone. I thought it would be good to get us all together just for the sort of relaunch after the summer. And also it means that we're not going to be sitting sweating quite as much when we're doing the live streams. It's okay for Mario. He's in his air-conditioned office there.
Yes, correct.
Well,
I'm
27
fine, no
degrees,
problem.
I hope.
Yeah, all right, 27 degrees.
Oh, yeah,
Mario.
absolutely.
He's got
Gotta
27
show the
degrees.
remote now.
27 degrees.
No.
Yeah,
don't
you
know
put
if you
it up
can-
quickly.
I can't see it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, 27 degrees. Okay, and he's got 2 fans running to cool the air down.
Yeah.
Well, Anne, Daniela, Mario, and Lisa, thank you so much for this relaunch of the live streams. I'm looking forward to it. We will be back next week at 7 o'clock. I think possibly with Daniela.
Yes,
She's
I
got to
texted
yep.
you. You didn't read
Daniela's
it.
going to be Daniela's going to be joining us next week,
Yes.
and we'll fill you in on what's going to be happening with that. Following week will be Anne, Mario at the end of this month to talk about the September council meeting, and Lisa then will be joining us the following week with her first Costa del Sol chatter show.
Very good. I look forward to it.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks to those of you who have been listening in live.
Correct.
I know if you catch up on the Facebook and on the YouTube channel, we shall see you next week. Take care, everyone. And again, our thoughts do go to the royal family. And, well, we just need to wait and see and wait and listen for the news. Please take care, everyone. Have a great weekend when it comes, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.